This video chart presentation of Teranga Gold. It's a Toronto Stock Exchange listed company trading our ticker TGZ. So look at a 3-month chart. TGZ's been in a long-term downtrend. Looks like it's trying to find a bottom here at the beginning part of August. Nice uptrend during the month, adding over 50%. But it's facing a pretty hefty resistance at 80 cents now. And we want to pay attention to this going forward. See if it can break through that resistance or see if it wants to pull back and hold a support level right around 69 cents. Because in a sense, this is forming a flag pattern. And this channel for the last week or so is the flag, so we'll want to see that bottom side support hold and pay attention for it to try and break out the top. Now taking a look at the MACD, shows a positive divergence. While the MACD was trending up, the price per share was trending down, and now even more recently, it's finally broken back through zero. Technical traders often refer to that as breaking the money line because it's a very bullish indication, and now going forward, we'll want to see that MACD hold over top of zero, and worst case scenario, if it pulls back down, continue to make higher lows and hold this general upward channel of the MACD to show bullishness of trend. Now a slow stow, holding the upper half of the indicator. That's a bullish sign of momentum. And again, any pullbacks, we want to see it hold the upper half of that indicator. As you can see through here, slow stow started to show bullish momentum. And then when it came right through here and it really started weakening and threatened to, and then eventually broke back down through 50, you can see the stock price fell through a support level and made a new low. So it's pretty important to want to see the slow stow hold over top of 50, as always in conjunction with support and resistance points for the candles. It's also a strong look to the money flow index, generally showing the stock price holding above 14-day averages, and again a bullish indication for the overall chart. Relative strength index, probably the most commonly used gauge of momentum, holding an uptrend, and as I just mentioned, holding the upper half of the indicator, showing that bullish momentum is being sustained into play. Now of course there's some nice uptrends happening recently because the stock price made a great appreciation in August. That of course really got the indicators moving into bullish positions. What I like to point out in cases like this though, is things like when this RSI started breaking through 50. You can see through there what happened to the share price, and that's why we pay attention to those moves to the upper half of the indicator, because it shows that momentum is building strong, and with that break of 50 there was still a real nice upside to the share price. And similarly, that's why we want to see it hold over top of 50. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a support level in right through here at 70 cents. You can see even taking that back 3 months, serving as a resistance point, serving as an old support point. Classic TA, resistance turns into support once it's broken. So that's going to be a pretty key point that I want to see hold if this stock wants to pull back. If it falls through that, there's not much more support until down here, around 55 cents, and ultimately down at the bottom around 50. And closing at 77 cents, that's just too great of a drop. We want to keep a close stop loss area. So that 70-cent mark is pretty important to hold as support. Now to the upside, that right there, 79.80 cents. Very tough spot for it. Hasn't been able to break through it. I have to open the chart up further to show where the next resistance point will be. And that goes back into May and April where there was an unfilled gap. Resistance picking up around 95 cents and an unfilled gap up around $1.04. I'm not worried about that right at this moment. That's why I didn't bother opening the chart up. I wanted to give a closer look at this 3-month and show these predefined support and resistance points. Volume can be pretty low in this chart. Traded 205,000 shares on Tuesday. That was definitely an uptick over Friday. Markets were closed on Monday. But you can see through here, stock typically only trades about 150,000 shares a day. But just like through here when it was trading over 1 million, that's what I'm going to want to see to break through this resistance point. Because the more volume, the stronger the move through it, the more likely if it pulls back, it'll hold that resistance point as a new support level and try and continue an overall uptrend that's been creating since the beginning of August. Those are the type of things that I'd be looking for in the Teranga Gold chart. But as always, merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer and disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions on any material found on the website and/or its video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks, registered investment advisor, or licensed broker dealer. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.